No, yeah. So basically, I feel like the Mexican people were underrepresented there last night.
Hmm.
I feel it. I can see that.
I can see that too, man. But
And a lot of people are telling me that I sound like bitter or something. Like, I'm not a rapper, fool. I'm
bit.
not tripping about not being on stage. I'm saying, like, oh, Jeezy performed, I think,
That's
last
dope.
night.
Yeah.
did he?
That would have been nice if he would have been on
Oh,
stage.
if he would have.
Now, maybe the young legend had something to do, so he
Right.
dipped.
Right. Because all the artists that did perform were up there.
Facts.
I respect it. Who was up there? I can't keep count.
There was a lot of people that went, but
Hold up. Before we get too deep into the video, who cares? Who cares? Who
That's
cares?
That's wild.
I can understand if this was like, I mean, because it's announced on Juneteenth. We already know.
Mm-hmm.
So who cares if it's not enough Mexican representation off the strength of that alone?
Yeah.
Who cares if it's not enough Mexican representation? I can understand it. It was like a general concert, and Kendrick was like trying to put on LA. Of course, Mexicans and Latinos are gonna be part of the culture out there. Of course, I get that. But the 19th ain't for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. So off the strength of that alone, who cares?
It would be like if what's his name, Bad Bunny, threw a party or an event, a concert on Cinco de Mayo, and had a lot of Hispanic culture up there.
Where the black people at?
Yeah. It's
like ain't no black people up there.
It's like that's really weird.
Granted, I'd be like, you ain't got enough dark skinned Latinos up there for me.
I wouldn't have cared as long as they Latino. I wouldn't have cared either way. I know what this is. I know why I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
I would. I'm like, because they got an issue down there anyway. That's my issue. Like, y'all don't put enough us on there on TV.
Yeah, I
want
care.
some dark skinned black Latinos up there.
I don't care. They don't care. Just make sure it's Latinos. It's part of that culture. If it's part of that culture, then yeah, man. It's like, you know, I mean, I get what you. I understand, man. It's everybody want to be included, which is a problem. This is one of the like, these people. Everybody don't nobody want to feel left out, but don't nobody really want to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, people want to be invited to things, but they don't want to show up, and they don't care about the event. They just want to be like, "Why didn't you invite me?" I think that's
they just wanted the invitation.
Because how he started off, he said, "I think that's what I don't even know who all performing." So that lets me know you weren't even really watching.
You weren't paying attention. Like
you weren't even really watching or paying attention.
Yeah.
So that's how when he got to that part, I was like, "Oh, you want something, but necessarily you don't understand." Like, I seem like, well, I support it. Like he was like, Mexicans were slaves too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you came from that angle,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then I understand, but you just feel like we was left out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we so part. I get it. Mexican and Latino culture is big in LA.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah. They go hand in hand. I get that.
We understand. And respect it.
I get
but that's not what that was for.
Yeah.
So, like, let's not use Cinco de Mayo because I know a lot of people don't like. Let's just say like the Day of the Dead or something.
Yeah.
Or like whatever holiday that's serious. Like
Dia de las Muertes.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not even sure if I stuck that landing.
You know what I'm saying? I think you did because I don't know no better. And because I don't know no better and I don't know, I'm not going to say anything. Just like I think people should do. If you really don't know something, you should not say something.
I'm going to go for the attempt every time.
Yes.
Oh, Jeezy performed, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Did he?
That would have been nice if he would have been on stage.
Oh, if he would have.
Now, maybe the young legend had something to do, so he dipped.
Right. Because all the artists that did perform were up there.
Facts.
I respect it.
Do you?
Who was up there? I can't keep count.
There was a lot of people that went, but I think Jeezy was the only
person that didn't pop out? Or were you going to say he's the only Mexican that performed?
Both.
Did he perform? Was he supposed to perform?
He did perform, yeah.
He did
he did?
And I didn't see him perform because I caught it late.
I saw the clip.
I saw
I didn't even see that clip.
a picture of someone posting that he performed.
You don't even care.
Do you think it had something to do with it being Juneteenth?
I don't understand.
Stop.
I thought Juneteenth was like on the 16th or something.
See, and that goes back to what I just said, bro. Like, you don't know.
Does he not know? What does he not know? What does he not understand?
Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Like that. It's on June 19th.
It was Juneteenth yesterday.
Yeah, it was Juneteenth. Facts.
I respect it.
Do you think that had something to do with it?
Had something to do with what? The fact that they threw the show that day, or that there was no Mexicans on stage.
There you go. Do you think it was supposed to be like?
First of all, let me start off by saying congratulations to Kendrick Lamar and all of the
Yeah,
wonderful
stop that.
individuals that performed.
The first off is gone. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and get that out the way.
We too deep for
We
that.
too deep.
We
for it
too
to be
deep
the
for that.
first. Maybe the third and fourth.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have gave you that.
Yeah.
On top of that, he don't know what that Juneteenth was. He said he thought it was on the 16th. or
Yeah.
something.
Also, who
I don't
cares?
Think, I don't
Again,
think. I don't think he know it. I don't think he know that's a holiday.
again, who cares? Who cares?
He do.
Who cares? We don't always celebrate everything on the day that it's supposed to be celebrated.
Okay.
Who cares? If he would have threw the Juneteenth concert on the Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
if it's in the name of the holiday, is
Mhm.
what matters.
For me, I get what you're saying,
Mhm.
but because it was the day of the holiday,
Yeah.
I think that's what matters.
I mean,
the
that
most.
makes it even more potent.
It makes it very potent
Yeah.
for me, and for the fact
what-
that you didn't know
Yeah.
is the issue for me.
Is enough because you don't really
You-
care. You don't really care.
like
You
that's,
don't really
but
care.
that's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
don't care. You were just upset that you wasn't invited.
16,
I
17,
didn't-
18, 19, Juneteenth. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. It does not matter, bro.
Oh no, bro. Yeah.
It being on the 19th just added that extra potency because this is the day that is marked. But if they would have celebrated on Saturday, as long as they said this is the Pop Out Juneteenth concert, shut
Listen,
up. Shut
listen,
your mouth.
I get why you stuck on that. I'm stuck on the fact was what he said. I thought it was on the 16th. For me, you don't even know the day of the
Yeah.
holiday. One, you don't know the day of the holiday, and for me, even though it's not really confirmed, I don't think you know what that holiday means or
Probably
what it's
not.
for. Because I ain't gonna say I guarantee, but I would think that you would know not to say, okay, that's why it's probably
Yeah.
the Mexican representation of that.
Mhm.
That comes from the lack of knowledge, I feel like, because he didn't even know. He said he was the other guy. Jeezy was the only Mexican performer. You didn't even see that. Now I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe you just got.
You had something to
Maybe
do.
you had something to
just
do.
got off work.
You just
Couldn't
came
catch
back.
it
You know what I'm saying?
time.
But then when you say, I don't know all who performed.
Mhm.
I don't know who all performed. It's like, okay, but how much did you watch?
Yeah.
What did so?
He watched Kendrick's performance.
Who did you see? He probably caught the end where everybody was taking pictures and
Yeah.
stuff. And like, well, I don't see
Ain't no
Browns.
Mexicans up there.
I don't see no Brown. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. Let them.
Last night.
Hell yeah, shut him up.
So I'm not trying to go racial with it, but I will say
You already did.
We're just picking each other's brains apart.
although it was Juneteenth, and I believe that's in remembrance of the massacre. I don't want to be wrong, but is it in Tulsa or in Selma
I don't even know.
Pause that.
or a place over there?
Pause.
I could be
No,
wrong.
let
I
him
hate
rock.
to be
Let-
wrong,
he-
but
we
I
this
know
far.
it's in remembrance of a massacre that took place, right? I like to say that the Mexican people have been persecuted in this wonderful land for a long, long, long time.
Mm.
Stone him.
So,
Stone him.
so again, he did not know. That's why I don't get mad.
But he said, "I do know it's for some tragedy."
But it wasn't. It was freedom. So I don't understand what
That's
tragedy.
crazy work.
That's what
That's
tragedy.
crazy
What he
work.
was saying, what he's referring to a tragedy of like a massacre,
Yeah,
which is what he said.
which
So
did
it's like-
happen.
Which, yeah, of course it happened.
Tulsa did happen.
Yeah, all that happened.
Yeah, Mexicans also did suffer. Yes,
Yes, yeah.
But that's not what Juneteenth is. That's not why. That's not what we celebrate for Juneteenth.
That's not what we doing, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? And if y'all don't know, that's the kind of gray area where black people were free. What we kind of
Gray area. It's a gray area. It's
yeah.
like it's just a date that we chose.
Yeah. The news got delayed for every slave, so it was
Mhm.
like during around this time.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was the last place was like.
That's
Texas.
why it's Juneteenth and not the 19th or the
Yeah.
20th. It's not a specific date.
Yeah.
It's not the Gettysburg Address. It's somewhere in that
Yeah,
area.
it's somewhere whenever. What was it? Texas.
Yeah.
It was Texas whenever
When it started.
those were the last people that found out. But regardless of that, you know what I'm saying? It was out of
He can go.
yeah. He fine. He's fine. He's just a
Pack him up.
He's just a person that was just ignorant, man. He's fine, man. He just again, it's hard for me as a person to get mad at people now because I done got to the point where I know people just they talk off their feelings.
Mhm.
You know, he
I felt like a Mexican should have
should have been up there. You know what I'm saying? But he talked from a lack of ignorance. He talking from ignorance.
But even if he want to go that route, why stop at Mexicans?
Because
How many people?
It's a feeling.
Yeah,
Again,
how
it's only him.
how many Chinese people suffered as well?
Yeah, man, we remember building railroads.
Native Americans suffered. I don't hear you talking about. He should have had everybody up there.
Yeah.
Native Americans definitely suffered.
And this brings it back for me for black people when they be like, we should be included and stuff. And I'd be like, sometimes I'm like, no, we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like when they be talking about like Lord of the Rings, I'm like, I'm okay with us not being there. I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like some things I'm just like, I'm okay with us just not having a part of something. Let other people have their own culture like thing. So when we have our thing, we can say, hey, I'm okay with y'all not being here.
Mhm.
Can we celebrate something of our culture? You can have it.
Mhm.
Like I don't think about, and this is an extreme, like when I see like clans meet, I'm not like, hey man, y'all need some.
This is a secondary thought, but they make it hard for us to have our own stuff too. Especially like characters, man. If we get Spider-Man, if we replace a character like they bugging out, if they just squeeze us into an existing IP or series, something they bug out, we can have we even have our original black characters, and now they're like, see, they just making black characters now for DEI. It's like, bro,
that goes into the box.
That's why you just gotta shut up and do what you want to do anyway.
That's why I put that in the box of just people who mad at their own life and need something to point their anger at. Like when they were saying it's a white genocide because of my man became he was like a stormtrooper. What's my man? Boyega.
Yeah, John Boyega.
John Boyega. When he came there, it was like it's a white genocide. They taking up all the this one black stormtrooper
in a galaxy,
and you see him away. It's like what? Like come on,
but that shows you just how fragile people are, man. And they don't realize how fragile they are. Because first of all, you talking about a fictional character
in a fictional universe,
and like. That's not even a fraction of what people go through in real life. And you bug it out because there's a black stormtrooper.
Listen, and you got to understand, black people not tripping out that Darth Vader, who's portrayed like as a white male, voice is from a black man.
Yeah.
And y'all like this black.
We was all waiting for James Earl Jones to pop out that costume. And there was no James Earl Jones.
We not tripping about that, but somehow y'all want to trip about the black stormtrooper. Yeah. I just go ahead and put him in that box, loser. You know what I'm saying?
Loser.
You know what I'm saying? They just mad about that stuff. Like sometimes, like I do agree with what you're saying. Sometimes I'm like, bro, why y'all making that character white? And I get it sometimes. That's why sometimes I don't say anything when they make white characters black. When they did the Little Mermaid. I was like, well, y'all been did that Cleopatra. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did that with like
they be doing that with historical figures.
With like, historical figures, you know what I'm saying?
they be upset. And then we get Yasuke in Assassin's Creed, a real person. And people go up in arms, man.
A real person.
That's why we gotta move how you want to move, because people gonna be mad regardless.
Be mad regardless, bro. It's just like, whatever, dog. That's why I don't get mad, bro. You're gonna be mad regardless, bro. You're gonna be mad regardless.
Be mad like him.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's mad. I think he's very uninformed. Like he's very uninformed. He didn't really know what was going on in that situation. And he just spoke from a place of emotion, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's just like, that's what most people do.
Even if we grant him, even if we say, yeah, this is in honor, this is in remembrance of the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre. What does that have to do with Mexicans?
Yeah.
Even if we gonna play
he tried
by
to slide
the concept,
that in there too, though. He was wild for trying to slide that little piece.
He's like, yeah, we suffered too. This is why we trying to. Our suffering is not the same.
No,
you know what I'm saying. That's why y'all got. That's why y'all got y'all own holidays that remember y'all own suffering and the only things y'all went through, and we don't bother that. Even if it was Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's black. That's blackity black, black. That still ain't got nothing to do with Mexicans or Latino people.
Everybody want to be included, dude, and I get it. I just don't respect it all the time. Like this, I really can't respect. You know, but you know, like I said, man, it's just a person who didn't know, and he just spoke from a place of not knowing. And, you know, I can't. Well, hopefully, somebody get him caught up and it's like, hey, Juneteenth is.
Yeah, he strike me as a person that still gonna stick.
Oh man, yeah,
he gonna stick by his guns, because it ain't about that. It ain't about. It's about representation.
It's not. I mean, that's why I tell people, especially black people, bro, quit begging to be included in other people's things. We have enough. We have enough, and if we stick together, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you watch the pop out, the Kendrick Lamar's concert, it shows how much we can do when we are together. That's what it looked like, and that's what it can feel like consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I'm okay with him feeling like he need to be included, but I'm also saying, hey, you're not going to be included.
Make your own pop out.
I'm like if Bad Bunny come out Cinco de Mayo, Day of the Dead, or whatever other holiday that Mexicans have, because again, if I see something, it was like, well, it's a holiday. One first, I'm gonna look up the holiday before I have any type of opinion on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's one.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up and say,
That's
okay, why is he
one.
doing it? If not, I'm just a person that's just watching. I'm just gonna sit there and watch and be like, okay, okay, I'll say J-Lo and Shakira. Y'all enjoy yourself. I see y'all up there at the Super Bowl.
Shakira.
They did the Super Bowl. That's why I said that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up there. And even if they did, I don't remember all that Super Bowl.
I say Shakira did the Super Bowl.
I
say Shakira did the Super Bowl. J-Lo was there.
You think Shakira's performance was better than J-Lo's?
I don't think J-Lo can sing.
Oh, I'm going by the performance overall. She was moving.
Yeah, that's how she started.
Moving.
She a dancer.
Shakira a dancer too.
No.
Okay.
Well, she dances. Shakira ain't a dancer.
We'll talk about that.
That's like yeah. You got people that's Chris Brown, and then you got Columbus Short.
The dude that was in
he can dance, but he's not a dancer.
He's technically a dancer now. He did a dancer movie, so technically he's a dancer. But anyway, dog, I ain't got no. I ain't got no more for this, man. You guys think of?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else, though. This stoner.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey man, he did what he did. But like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm TK, Mr. Get to It.
And I'm Darius, aka Mr. Morale.
And this is By the Gap.